Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another beautiful Monday Nurse's Life. Thank you so much for joining us today on our Monday afternoon presentation. And of course, it's all about you and all about nursing. So once again, I'm Sharon Herbert, and I am the founder and creator and visionary of Monday Nurse's Life, sponsored by Power in Nursing Innovation. So yay for nurses and nursing. So, I have a question for you. Before I get into all of my other stuff, are you a nurse who is committed to nursing? Are you committed to the things that you do, the things that you know, and the things that you say, the people you serve, and the people you save? If that's you, you are in the right place. So thank you for joining us. And of course, if you have questions or comments, please feel free to note them in the comment section of the presentation, and or if you miss us today and you come back for the replay, you can enter your questions there as well. We are here to serve the community of nursing. So, my question is today your day? That's a thought, because there's something that follows that. Is today your day? Your day to unleash your power. Your power. Now, what does that mean? We're going to get into that just in a moment. So, what do you know about why you do what you do? And have you ever thought about doing anything different? Have you decided that today you have made it through that COVID pandemic, and today is the day that you have had enough? You want to consider a change, but some of us are really kind of shaky about making changes, because I'll even tell you, if you're anything like me, I can't sing, and math is not my forte. I know what I like, and what I do is what I love. I love reading, I love thinking, and I love encouraging and educating and teaching others. Wow, I'm in the right place. So, we're guessing that if you've turned in today or tuned in, you're in the right place. This is your day to change your mind about where you sit today in your career. This is your day to change your mind. Change your mind about being stuck in the place that you've been in for all these years. Change your mind about waiting for something to change with a magic wand, or someone else will make the change for you. Now, you probably guessed that those things probably won't happen. And even if you wait for someone else to make the change, will it be the change that you want? Now take a pause. Yes. And take a breath. It's time. It's time. It's time for nursing to make a change. It's time for nursing to make some noise. Don't be quiet and continue to drag through whatever the muckety muck is that someone else whether it's your supervisor, your CEO, your CFO, or your community says, well, you have a good job, you should just stay there. What are you thinking for you? Is it time to make a change? Yeah, let's think about that. Let's think about change. It's time to unleash your power. You know your power has been inside of you for all of the time that you have been serving. That is your inner strength. It's what you know by education, experience, and expertise. You know, those 3 E's that help you focus on your success. But you come through this and to this stage of knowing that you have this gift, and now you have just put it in the treasure chest and said, well, I don't want to make any trouble for people, so I'm just going to keep quiet. And, I don't like mandatory overtime either, but, somebody's got to do it, and I don't want to get other people in trouble. Well, when you are that type of quiet person or presenter, you will get the least of what you desire. You will probably not get the icing on the cake, and you're the one who's going to get that cold, stale pizza that is gifted to you on Nurses Day. You deserve better. And it is time for you to come out of that cocoon and release yourself as the butterfly that you are. It is time for disruption. Disruption, disruption. I have always been a most quiet observer, even elementary school, middle school. Middle school, I did do something a little different that I'll tell you. It really reflects now. All of my friends took Spanish as their language. And me, I was the only person that looked like me in the class that chose French. So as I say, parlez-vous français? Be different. Be different. And find your place, what you need, and say it out loud. It's time to unleash your power. We know that you're brilliant. We know that each nurse who has passed the test, the education component, and the licensure, you are brilliant. It's time to set your brilliance and your power free, to take yourself and nursing to the next level. Now, where do you find that way? Because your change is in your mind. It's in your mind. Set it free. Open your mind to a new set, a new beginning. Your brilliance is tired of being tied up. And so is your family. And so is your community. Free your mind. No one can make the changes for you but you. So you say, oh, well, that sounds kind of okay, but what about disruption? Because that sounds kind of bad. Well, disruption means that you will take a chance. And making that change requires you to take a chance. And if you don't take a chance, who will? Well, pausing, think. Who will and who has taken chances that you know about. Think about the biggest or greatest disruptors in your world. You can think of a few as you're looking at this screen and thinking about how you are able to interact and find information, send information, connect with others in a forum that was not available to the pilgrims. This is something new and different that someone helped to be available for you. Wow. Did you ever think about that? Those are disruptors. One of them that you really know, but you never met, is Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Wow. Where would we be without Thomas Edison just trying, busting out of all the norms to create this invention? What about Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs continued until today. You are using an iPhone. Wow, where would we be without Steve Jobs just going and going? Does anyone have any idea? Where would you be without that iPhone? You would not be here today using this technology to get you to your own next level. Would you be able to find the information or see the map to the future without Steve Jobs continuing to try but not covering up his brainstorm? Even today, when you drive, you can think of Henry Ford, but today you probably think a lot more about the Tesla automobile. And you can't imagine where you could be without an electric vehicle. You never thought of that in 1975. We thought of cars, but not electric vehicles. And those are the things and the ways that changes are made. So, what did we say about making changes? Changes are the way that technology advances, and it is the way that changes are made. You have got to let your mind free. What have you ever thought about in your past? Have you ever thought of going outside the lines? Me, I struggled with that. I wanted to be the best and perfect student. And that probably could have been close to being the truth. But as I struggled to be perfect, that was really a drain on my mind and on my body. I wound up having migraines. I rarely slept, and eating was an adventure. Really, Oreos and vanilla wafer cookies are not a best lunch or any other meal for you. The things that you have to do to improve yourself and your future may lie in that power that is in your treasure chest. Think about it. there are many, many other persons that you can probably think of who have set the stage for change. Disruptors are thinkers. Disruptors are thinkers, and many of us are different, and we think outside the box. As people tell me today, well, maybe you should have done this, or maybe you shouldn't have done that. I don't struggle with the fact that they have thought of something, but it does not make me change my mind. Today, as I seek to help nurses really simply survive and stay alive, I can reflect on some of my own challenges, but some of those challenges make me go outside the lines. Okay, so what happens in your clinical practice? Whether you're in the clinical site or when you get your assignment that lets you know where you're going, it may not always tell you all of what's going on with your patient. So what must you do if you get to the clinical setting and you're not sure of what's going on with your patient? And your clinical faculty says, okay, you have the patient's name and room number, go at it. What should you do? What can you do to make the day the best day for you and your client customer? You've got to work outside of the box. You've got to get the information that you need to provide the best care in the best setting for your customer. Now, I'm not saying you're perfect, and nor am I saying that your faculty isn't perfect. It is that you must think about the outcomes and the best in the future for your client and yourself and your community and your health system. Raise your hand. I'm going to tell you, you won't die. Even if she gives you or he or she gives you the side eye, you won't die. It may be the one thing that saves your patient's life today. How will you know if you don't ask? And as we are struggling today with the follow-up from COVID, and I'll send you all to check on what's going on with the variants. COVID is not gone. Maybe it is not qualified as a pandemic based on the numbers, but it's not gone. You need to be aware of what's going on in your community, in your family, in your church, in your grocery store, in your library, in your schools. Pay attention, because there's just a message from a health organization in upstate New York that is suffering from staffing shortages because many of their staff have contracted one or at least one of the variants, and they're out sick. Now, we always and already said we have a staffing shortage. How is the organization going to best serve their clients, customers, if they are not prepared to think outside the box of the pandemic? They say, oh, well, the pandemic is gone. Okay, well, if you want to say that, that was May. It is now August, and folks who were wearing masks in the workplace were not required to wear masks, and so many of them didn't, and now they have COVID. We can think better than that. we can plan better than that. So what's new for us as now our last year, our 22 new grads have met 1 year in service? What are they thinking? Have you asked them what they're thinking? Or have they showed you their anxiety and their frustration with where they are in the care and service space, and they are tired and they're stressed and they wonder, is this what we were told that we would see or face once we finished our education and passed our NCLEX? This is not what I was expecting. And now my family gets the brunt of the things that I bring home, whether it's my anxiety or whether it's that I've missed my kids' football practice or my daughter's ballet recital. These are not the things that we can make work for the nursing population and even the rest of the healthcare providers in the workplace. We are on trial because no one can make the changes that we understand can work for nursing. The solutions we have gathered some times ago, and some we have just hidden in that toolbox, in that treasure chest. Let your light so shine that you can see the goal in your work and the glory that has been set in front of you and upon you to make the changes for the future of nursing. We can do it together, and that is one of the sticky wickets of what we do. We must engage many, many, many thinkers and solution makers and dreamers in the community of nursing to help promote and support the necessary changes. The future of nursing is in our hands. It is in our hands. You've got the solutions. The solutions are within your place and space, within your power. Don't let fear keep you from speaking out. Be a disruptor. You can ask Elon Musk. You cannot ask Steve Jobs and some of the other disruptors that have been in the past about how things worked for them. But you can see some of the examples of their solutions. And as we move forward with success, consider this is your day to change your mind about being quiet. It is your day to change your mind about being okay speaking to the challenges. It is your day to change your mind about waiting for someone else to solve your challenges or your problems. Today is the day to change your mindset about making the change that's needed for the future of nursing. Now, that's pretty simple for me. That's pretty simple. I will be here each and every day as I put a little message out, yeah, my website's down. But that's not going to change me from being on stages and speaking to the public about the brilliance of nursing, the necessity of change in the future of nursing by nurses. We're not going to change anything for doctors, librarians, grocery store clerks. We are changing nursing, and we need you to help with that change. Disruption means, yes, to take chances, but if we don't take those chances, who will? Thank you so much for joining us today at Monday Nurses Life. It's time to unleash your power and change your mind. Nursing is waiting for you. Today is your day. Thank you for joining us. Love you, love you, love you.